Hey CVTV, welcome back to MACNA Milwaukee 2022, and today we are joined by Claude from Fauna Marin all the way from Germany, and we're going to be learning about his salt offering. Now, Claude, why do you only have one salt?
We need one because there's only one salt which is necessary because there's only one water, one reef. The water is all over the same, so we spend all the energy and we spend all our experience to make one salt really good and not 2, 3, 5 with whatever is in. They cannot be better than one good one. The production of the salt, what we do is that we look of the base of the raw materials. We have our own ICP lab, and so we test it from the raw materials beginning. So we don't choose standard salt, so we choose a salt comes of a very deep mine and which has a baby grade quality. And so in Germany and Europe we have some different kind of laws like here. Baby grade food means it's better than pharmaceutical, it's better than anything. It has to be very, 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 very pure. This type of salt comes from very deep mines, it will be milled very properly and it scratches out of the mines so that we can use it because there's nothing in. After, in our mixing process then, we can add all the macro elements and the trace elements inside. And we do it that we mill everything and then we spray and cover the trace elements around the salt grain so that you have no demixing and you have the best quality.
You talked to me a little bit about this Purity Reef salt.
Yeah, that's our new salt now.
It's like a corrective salt from what I understand, right?
Right. This is a corrective salt.
Okay.
This is made for if your reef tank have issues like cyanobacteria, like dinoflagellates. After the 10 years ICP, after more than 150,000 tests, also the tests which we make in our coral farm, we find very fast which type of correction we need to avoid reef tanks becoming cyanobacteria, becoming dinoflagellates. And this is also that what I told you, it is the too much. Very often it's too much while others are in lack. And this salt, you have the highest purity possible. It's way more pure than this one. And there's no trace elements inside, no anti-caking, no fillers, nothing at all. Because these things can help dinos and cyanos growing. That's only molybdenum and it's only iodine as trace elements inside. Because they are the very, very, very neat trace elements which you need all the time. And mostly issues with dinoflagellates is a lack of these two elements. So if you do water change then, if you have the issues, you can siphoning. And with the new salt, you don't support the problems. They don't like it, so you have very fast you can get rid of your issues if you use then these salts for corrective.
I see. So if you get an ICP result back and you have some elements that are high, you can use this Purity Reef salt to kind of get you back to that baseline level.
Exactly.
And you can run another test and see what you have to add. And you can go back and you can add exactly what you're going to need to get to the proper levels.
So in our farm, we are high-end SPS breeders. You know, we like these small sticks, and if they have a yellow ring on the tip of a polyps, then we get it. Yeah, for such a salt, it's very nice to have because you can play around like you want. At the end, it was really to solve the problems of many of the reef keepers has nowadays, which coming from adding too much stuff, because you know, many people don't understand that you add a lot of trace elements over fish food. So they dosing elements, then they dosing amino acids, then they buy good food, but in food is always a lot of trace element, and very often we have the problem that we have too much from certain elements.
Concentration.
Exactly, and a lack of molybdenum, of iodine, something also from some other halogens like fluorine and bromine, and this is in this salt exactly valued to prevent these issues then in the future. You will see it takes 1-2 minutes and the water is clear and ready to use.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for showing me these products. I'm very much looking forward to that.
Thanks to be here and to your TV.
Absolutely. So guys, make sure to check out Fauna Marin products and we will catch you next time at the next CVTV. I'll see you next time.